hello there. Welcome back to Mert Mart. I don't even know if I remember where we were in this game. It's been a while. I am back. Oh god. Hi guys. Alright. If $7,000. I need to take a look around the store. I don't remember what our last goal was. Oh, my message in Discord didn't send. There we go. Yeah, alright. Our store's looking pretty good. Got our checkout lines, got our freezers. We got, oh right, we have books now. We have our soap and cleaning section. That looks kind of stupid. I think we need to switch those. I think this should go there. Oh no, it can't go there because it's in line with these. I don't like that. Alright, well, whatever. It looks stupid. Frozen stuff all looks good. We got our animals. We got baking and cooking stuff handy. Beer looks good. There's like good there, good there. We got some upper shelves. We got some planning space. Is this empty on purpose? Was there not supposed to be something there? What have I done? Cheese shelf. Alright. I need to go look. I think we need to make money. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, right. We were reorganizing our stock. Oh, man. Our stock is, like, set. We're fucking... Oh, that's what I did last time. To the tits. We have so much stock. Oh, my God. I forgot that that's what we did. That's an extra box of that. Okay. Oh man. Holy. What are we doing? I need to look at the computer. That's shelves. Oh, the next license. That's right. Oh, it's cake and chips and... Oh, that's why we got the extra space. Oh, we got soda cans coming in. Right. Oh, and another bottled water. God, I understand. I have bills. Do I have a loan right now? I do not have a loan right now. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright. Okay, so we're stocked to the tits, and we just need to make money. Alright. I feel like we need to fix the lighting, though. Like, the lighting's kind of wacky, right? I have a really hard time lighting these lights up. I don't know if that's just a me problem. There we go. That's better, right? There. Okay. Let's open the store. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome back to Mert Mart. Where we're Mert and Marty. Alright, we got brekkie, we got booze, we got soap. Oh yeah, we got these things. I didn't check the prices. I should double check that, actually. That's in pricing, right? That's good. That's good. That's good. Alright. You get our music going, so I can file a bunch of DMCA claims. Good God. It's so bad. The DMCA strikes when I put these on YouTube is so fucking terrible. I'm just gonna turn down a little bit. I haven't found a way to make that not awful. So how's everybody been? What's going on? What did I miss? I feel like I've probably missed a lot. I could put 2 of these, couldn't I? I could. I might do that. I might get another one of these display fridges. That might be a good idea, actually. Look at my boys. Working hard. I don't think I need to boost these guys anymore. I'll wait till noon and then pat one of these guys on the ass. Back here. There you go. Then I can just T-pose aggressively. Oh man, it's been a while. I love this game. There hasn't been any updates since I played last. I have 6. Oh no, I have 5 Tim. No, yeah, I've got 1 Tim in his quartet. So there's a 5 total. And then I have 6 Enricos. Got 6 Enricos running around. Our next license is 35,000, and I think the next store expansion is 40? Let me double check. Yeah, 40,000. So we got a lot of work to do. I've got this extra fridge. I'm gonna have to buy more shelving for sure, I think. So we're gonna want to add more water here. Oh, that's probably what I was doing, because I'm gonna add more water here. And then move one of these dark cokes over here, I guess. Or, yeah, probably. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Because that'll be space for water. And then cake is the other one. Ugh, there's a bug in here. Okay, so the next set of chips can go here and here, and that's fine. But the next one, there's also, like, more candy. So, I kind of am thinking that one of these, like, this one in particular, can probably only be 1 big. It probably doesn't need to be 2. So, I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. I've also got this spot over here for something. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but we'll see. Where's my boosted man? There he is. Off he goes. I am not gonna boost the... I'm not gonna boost the checkout line because I think 5 of them should be enough to get through the day. I have a candle going right now. I think it was one of the ones that Sar sent me. It's a pine one, and it is very potent. So it's a little bit strong once it gets rolling, but like once it's like off, like once I put it out, it like lingers really nicely. So it's a bit aggressive right away, but I like it. It's lovely. Alright, let's go see how our stock is doing. Actually, let's not. I don't trust that. Keep going. I want that dude going. He's zooming. I need to think about moving around the stock shelves. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, better turn the lights on. Excuse me. There we go. Do I need to adjust the lights in here? I think they kind of feel like they should be fine, right? I don't know. I don't know. It looks fine in here to me. I just don't like it being obnoxiously bright. Maybe that's just my own sensibilities getting in the way of the shopping experience. Do you guys like that shit? When you guys go to the grocery store, do you like the sterilized, bright, and obnoxious ass fucking lights? That is like my least favorite thing about grocery shopping. Grocery shopping is like one of the only things I actually like enjoy going shop. Like I don't like shopping. Like, I don't like window browsing. I don't hang out at the mall. Like it's just not a thing that I do. I don't enjoy it. I hate trying on clothes. It's one of my least favorite things. Still better than sunlight. Fair enough. Fucking cave dwellers. But, like, I don't... It's not something that I tend to spend my time doing, and so I'm wondering if maybe I'm... like... I like grocery shopping because I'm always buying things that I need. I don't have to buy, like, I don't have buyer's guilt because it's like, no, I can't not eat. I don't even eat that much. You're very goal-focused when you're shopping. You're going what you're going for? Yeah. Worked at a supermarket for a couple years. The vigorous LED lighting isn't half as bad as when it's all strip lights. Ugh. I agree. Alright, store's closed. We're gonna boost our boys. I didn't see anybody complain. Is that all of them? And my boys are zooming. The Enricos be running. Yeah, I worked at Walmart once upon a time. And I worked in the grocery stock night shift. Which was kind of hilarious in a handful of ways, but like I hate the lighting. I really don't like working night shift when you're working under those like bright as fuck lights. It really fucks with you. Like even if they could dim them a little bit, but they won't, and it's obnoxious because they hate their fucking employees. The stupid group cheers, like no, fam. I'm just gonna go do my job. Don't waste my time. You should care about the company. No. Make me. No, seriously. Actually make me. Like, give me a reason to give a shit. Team bonding can get in the goddamn bin. I worked in an office night shift, and I ended up basically being in charge. So I was in charge of the team for the most part, the night shift team. We did have a team lead, but she was kind of fucking useless and like wasn't very good at her job. And so I kind of basically took over. And one of the things I did was I'm turning off these lights at nighttime. Like, we're gonna leave some of the lights on, obviously, but we turned off pretty much the lights, and then I was just like, just turn them back on in the morning. And then day shift got mad. They were like, we came in, the lights were off. It's like, well, not all of them, but yeah. And then they were like, you can't turn the lights off. We were like, oh yeah, okay, no problem. We won't turn the lights off. So we just turned the lights on before they got in. Every single time. They told me I could bring my dog to work one time. And I was like, okay. And I brought him, and then they got mad at me. And I was like, And the reason I brought him was because he got sick. Like, he was ill that night. So I brought him so I could, like, take care of him and make sure he was getting outside enough. Because he was, like, not feeling great. And then they got mad at me, and I was like, you literally told me I could do this. Why are you mad? Why? I don't understand. They would just complain about fucking everything. They're some of the most pathetic people I think I've ever met. Like, and I've met some fucking jackasses in my life. But these people were, like, unbelievably pathetic and petty. Can I fit two? I feel like fitting two would be a little bit much. I don't really need two for now. Oh well, we'll just leave it. We're gonna let their boost run out and then we'll start the next day. Retail's very cult-like sometimes, depending on... Yeah, I think they try and make it that way, like, to try to force you to be invested in the company when there's no value to being invested for you, the individual. I don't know. It was ridiculous. That place went out of business as soon as I left. I was like, yeah, of course you did. Because it's like, I was holding half of the place together. And like, they refused to like adapt and do anything to like convince that would be worthwhile to convince their client to stay working with them. So they just finished out the contract and then went out of business. And it's like, yeah, that's what I thought. I was convinced the place was like a money laundering scheme. I'm like, this is not real. This is fake. This is some shady shit. I like even held on to some documents because there was some legal stuff that went on, and I was like, if I get contacted or like if I find out, I will throw this place under the bus so goddamn fast it'll make your head spin. There's only one person from that place that I hope is doing well, and everybody else can fucking suck an egg. I hope they're actually suffering. Like, I actually fucking, like, all of those people can, I hope they're having a bad life. I did not like any of those people. I tried my best, and, fuck them. You can't save people from yourself sometimes, or from themselves. Alright, cheese and scallops. Cheese and scallops. I think that was a mozzarella cheese, so I think it's this one? Yeah. $5.40. Damn inflation. Holy. And the scallops. Which, yeah. Nice. Alright, let's go get our stock. See what I mean, technically, we shouldn't really need much of anything, to be honest. We need milk. I'm kind of a little bit nervous about ordering stock because I don't know what they're holding. So I kind of need to be a little bit cautious here. See, like, I didn't need that. Cheesums, dude. Having this amount of stock is really risky. My boys are gonna get stuck. I'm gonna end up with so much, like, shitty overflow. It's gonna be ridiculous. I need 2 of these, really? Damn, we went through coffee. I have 107 butters. That's hilarious. I'm stuck. There we go. We're fine, we're fine. Nobody panic. Good God. We always need more soap. I don't even care. Alright, everything's ordered. Go, my minions! You guys not... Really? Oh my god! What a fucking mess, dude. Are you guys serious? Unbelievable. Sugar. Sugar's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, sorry, hold on, what does this say? That's a big message. Okay. Can't stand your new area manager at work. She's obsessed with business. Business, no discretion at all. There's no way she has a life or existence outside of the company being like that. It's so off-putting. Our area manager before her, though, was always fair when he could be and understood our store can't always do what's wanted so easy like some others. Total puppet. Ew, that's terrible. The manager, the assistant manager that I worked for at Walmart was like that. Like, completely just out of it. Like, I don't know if, I mean, I have no idea if they're still like that, but they were, like, so incredibly bad at managing people. Like, so incredibly incompetent. And it's just like, unbelievable. Some people, man, I don't understand. I mean, I do. It's like you get this kind of job from ass kissing and like making everybody fucking uncomfortable and have a bad time. And it's like, you're a shitty manager. If you got your job as a manager by sucking up to the people above you, you're a shitty manager. Like, because that tells me you don't know how to do your job. I think a lot of upper management doesn't understand what middle management is even supposed to be. They think of middle management as people that are just supposed to get the peons to do things when that's not their job. That's not what they should be doing in a healthy company. A healthy company should have middle management bridging the gap between upper management and your like average store clerk or worker, right? And bridging that gap means pushback. Like, they need to be allowed and able to give constructive pushback to both parties. And if you can't give constructive pushback to your employees, and if you can't give constructive pushback to your management, then your management, like your upper management is not only incompetent, but your upper management is also like going to kill the company. Because that's toxic as fuck. Like, that's the wrong spot. Like, it will actually destroy a company over the long term. That's why you're seeing so many businesses fail recently. And why so there's lots of businesses right now that are posting record profits, but they're actually failing if you look at long-term planning. So, like, one of the things that gets, like, that'll get you having less people working for you is not growth, that's shrinking. So even though it looks like profit on a graph because you're spending less money on employees, you're actually not showing growth. You're actually showing shrinkage. And unstable shrinkage at that, which is really bad. And the other one is that if you have like gross profit margins. Oh god! I'm on a trip. Okay. You're not seeing like, what was I saying? Bees. Oh, I bought an extra bees. You're not actually seeing the profit you think you are. And so if there's a really large gap between your mid to low level employees and your CEO, that's not growth. That's again, you're actually talking about shrinkage, because you're not able to grow the company because one person is hoarding resources that should be company resources. And that person is ultimately a liability. Because then that person's behavior is going to be incredibly heavily scrutinized. Did I buy one of these? I didn't realize I bought one of these. Okay, well, we got an extra one of those. And we got an extra bees. See, I knew it was going to end up overstocked. Did I end up... Oh, I need another potato. There we go. Order anything else. Make sure we're all good to go. Need one of these. Need one of those. I can't believe these guys are already not putting stock away. Unbelievable. Worse, your current area manager was with us when you first started, then we had a different one who was great and then got a bitch back. It's gonna collapse in a different way. Yeah, there's a lot of that going around, and it's mostly due to, like, unsustainable business practices and business philosophy. Because they're concerned about bottom line profits in the short term, as opposed to long-term company growth and sustainability, which is what you should be focused on if you actually understand business and know how businesses function. But a lot of businesses treat their business like it's a get-rich-quick scheme, which is kind of fucking disgusting and really bad for the economy overall, and really bad for, like, the local economy. Like, the local, not just the local businesses, but, like, the local city. It's bad for local businesses, too. Like, if you want a healthy and thriving city, you need to invest in local businesses, but if you only rely on the consumer base of that city to sustain your local businesses without the local businesses getting any support from, like, the city itself, like the city government, then it's gonna have a bad time. I'm gonna have a bad day. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just a little goblin, Mert Marty. And it's not really an issue of politics, right? It's an issue of policy, right? It's an issue of the idea, like, the philosophy behind business and business ethics. Like, business ethics are dead, right? Like, once upon a time, if you were hiring, like, slave labor out of country, like, or, like, paying slave wages out of country, your company would be lambasted. And not just, like, people, like, your average consumer wouldn't want to buy from you, but also other businesses wouldn't be willing to work with you, at least not out in the open. And so, like, that is a massive change, for example, in the way things currently operate, but that's not gonna be... I wish that changed back. That would be nice. We might see some changes like that based on, like, the tariffs that are being talked about, but You didn't think you would come to a stream about Mert Mart and then be talking about fucking socioeconomics and geopolitics. Ha 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 ha, pain. Online training for Christmas customer service was like being spoken to as if you were a child, and then used as elves characters inspired by American crap elves on the Elf on the Shelf. I hated it. I muted it and just clicked around. It was actually so easy, I didn't even need to pay attention to any of it and just kept clicking until you finished. That's stupid. What a waste of resources. People used to actually care about people using Flavor. I think on average, if you were to ask the average person, I think they would care. The question is do they care enough to be inconvenienced? And if you've learned anything about boomers and, upper, like, in that, like, area of people, no, they don't care enough to be inconvenienced. Like, I didn't eat from Subway for, like, 3 years because they put unskippable ads on YouTube. If you have unskippable ads on YouTube, I do not buy products. I don't. I refuse. And, like, you can't make me. Oh, I didn't have a guy boosted. I guess I better boost 2 of them. I would let those 2 go. Let's just boost everybody. It's almost 9. I can't fit through there. Get back here. I'm stuck! There we go. Zoom in. Alright, I think that's all of them. I'm gonna give them one more round of boost to make up for, like, not boosting one of during the day, but... I'm stuck, I'm too fat. Help! It's just unfortunate. It's just a whole lot of unfortunate poor decision making due to, like, just ethics cost money. Like, ethics have value. And the thing is that you can, with late stage capitalism, those values and those ethics have a dollar amount attached to them. Literally everything we do is monetized, right? Ostensibly. In some capacity. So, and like with the data scraping and collection that goes on, it's kind of fucking disgusting, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty gross. I think I have bills to pay tomorrow. I should check on them just in case. I think they're tomorrow. Oh yeah, I forgot I never turned the lights on back here. It's okay, Enrico's a ghost. He can see in the dark. He's fine. Oh, not the bank. I'm looking for bills. There we go. Tomorrow. Let's just pay both of these off now. There we go. Alright. Get back here. I'm coming for you. Coming for that ass. I'm gonna let them run out that boost and then we'll be done for the day. Get back here. There we go. That should be good. Hey! Yeah, I checked the bank at the beginning as well. I can close this door. Go, Enrico's, go! They got the zoomies! I can't believe, so you're saying there's no alternative system with money is tongue-in-cheek? Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no, I get you. That's funny. I don't, whatever. Capitalism is fine. It's a fine system. It needs a splash of socialism to keep it, like, reasonable, and then it needs, like, it just needs to have proper regulations. Any system unfettered is going to be taken advantage of by greedy motherfuckers. And that's not the system's fault, that's just people being greedy. The system doesn't have, like, you have to take into, when you're making plans, like economic plans or plans about, like, any kind of system, you have to account for humans. So you have to account for, like, dishonest actors wanting to take advantage of it. So you need to build the system in a way with regulations that stop that from happening. Or are preventative by nature. Right? No one is brave enough to try a system without money anytime soon, at least in the modern world. I don't know about other countries. I have to check. I haven't checked every country, my bad. But Chesh, that's what the police are for. The police have been, like, horrifically militarized. And that's a problem. And that needs to stop. Like, that's a problem. The police in a lot of countries are an issue. And that's not to shit on any individual cop in particular. But it's hard to parse those things in a lot of cases. So, like, the militarization of the police and, like, the gang mentality that police officers are trained to have is not good. It's really not good. It's not good for the police, it's not good for people, it's not good for anybody. So if you want to be pro-police, you have to be pro-reforming the police. Okay, that's the end of the day. 116 satisfied customers. Alright, keg and cat food. Keg? This keg? I didn't see which cat food it was, and we have 2 different cat foods. Not that one. I hate how loud this is. Is this loud for you guys? Is that just on my end? Like, the music sounds really loud to me. Let's do that. I have no idea how I'm able to sell out of books like this. I am proud of my community for reading. I have to make a video, so I'm going to be starting some video content soon where I'm going to kind of take Caffeine Corner and do it in video format. It's not quite accurate to what I'm doing, but it's accurate enough where what I want to do is I want to take terms that people keep fucking getting wrong and being like, alright, we need to talk about this. So, like, a video format of what is a fact, what is an opinion, and talk about, like, definitionally and societally what these words mean. Because, like, shit drives me crazy. Shit is driving me up the fucking wall. I can't handle it, man. I can't do it. I think the first term I'm gonna start with is philanthropy. Because apparently people don't know what that word means. They throw it around like it means something. And it's like, oh my god, you don't know what you're fucking talking about? Please cease and desist immediately. Go! What are you stuck on? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. We had an extra of that. Aw. I can go over there. And he can put it that way. There we go. Are you guys still... Alright, well. Fine, I guess. UK police seem to be relatively good at the job. However, you know, stories of corruption that took longer to get routed out than they should have. Overall, the training and skills are good. Unfortunately, side effect of working through that, they are always naturally suspicious of people. Yeah, fair. That's, no, I think that's fair. I think that's fair and reasonable. I feel like I should move this over here. Because, like, why is it in the back corner when this is all also cleaning supplies? Like, this doesn't need to be way over here. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Oh, there we go. You alright? Okay. Yeah, they're fine. He's just thinking about it. You know what? Listen, when I used to work stock, there would be days and there would be times where I would just have to stand and stare at a wall for a minute just to be like, what am I doing? Where am I? What year is it? What's happening? I get that. That is reasonable and understandable. People aren't robots, even though these guys are robots. Definitionally. Yeah, I think, listen, I don't, like, the police as they are non-functional. They're not doing the job they're supposed to be doing, right? And so that doesn't mean every individual cop isn't doing their best within the system. It means that the police as a whole aren't fucking working and like, the system isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. So the idea is to adjust the system the benefit of the people in the system, and cops are people within the system, right? So I don't know why it's very silly. People are very short-sighted, in my opinion. Do I have an extra thing of green? I do. Extra green beans. Many of the cops aren't doing their best. Well, yeah, that's the fact that, like, it doesn't necessarily, like, attract, like, the job and the system don't attract, like, the optimal type of person that you would want to working that type of job is another part of a systematic problem. Right? Like, it's just another, like, cog in the wheel, you know what I mean? That's grinding against itself. And, like, it's hard. Like, it's not simple to revamp a system because it has to be a slow take over time. You can't just, like... It's not like the economy where you can just turn it off and turn it back on again. Like, right now, the American government and America could just be like, let's just turn off the economy. Let's just get rid of all debt. And they can, like, it wouldn't be the first time that America went, yeah, we don't owe you that money. Like, to a fucking, like, to a country, and went, yeah, nah, we're not paying that back. Like, it's not the first time they've done that. And it likely won't be the last. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... It's not even that unusual of a thing for them to do. They did it to France. And they'd do it again? Like, you can't tell me that America wouldn't do that again. Like, are you kidding? Of course they would do it again. I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean... Is that yogurt supposed to be there, or is that overflow stock? No, that's supposed to be there. People also like don't like change, right? It makes people very uncomfortable, which, you know, I get that. I understand that. But adapt or die. It gets to the point where it's you have to, because if you don't, the consequences are real bad. Like real bad. There we go. So I don't know. Okay. We got a guy boosted by noon. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. But the debt and deficit, unlike a household, sometimes countries going into debt is actually good. I mean, businesses going into debt strategically is like common practice in business. There's a factory that I worked at that upper management constantly would make really bad choices for the factory. Like, constantly. But it would never be, like, too bad. But it was always, everybody was always like, why are we doing... Huh? This doesn't make any sense. Why would we do this? I am convinced it was to keep that... Because they owned a number of factories, and it was just this one. So they'd be investing a bunch to get another factory going and having it do well, whereas they would purposefully make decisions that were bad for the company, for the factory that I was in. And I was like, this has to be, like, it's intentional. And it's like, they purposefully make it so that way it is intentionally in the red, so that way they can get government tax breaks and stuff. Absolutely intentional, because it's like having a company that's quote unquote always hiring, even though they're not actually hiring. They always say that they're hiring, or they always leave up certain places like understaffed, so they can always say that they're hiring, so they can get those breaks, and get like gain benefits. And like, I don't hate it entirely as long as it's reasonable. Like, I get the strategy, it's not, like, the end of the world one way or another. So it's, like, fine as long as you're not, like, causing problems for the people that are working for you and the business overall. But it is also risky. And that was one of the problems with, like, all the people that were buying up property to rent it out, and everybody wanting to be a landlord, right? Business comes with risk, And business comes with like responsibilities, and these people wanted to have their cake and eat it too. They wanted all of the money with none of the responsibility, which is why Trudeau and like the Canadian government made some rule changes, right? Much to the chagrin of the conservative MPPs. Yeah, that particular thing isn't great if you leave them in the lurch. Yeah, exactly. It's okay to do in spurts, and as long as you like shift it around. If you're just burning your employees out, and you're burning your employees out on purpose to make sure that you have a revolving door, so you're quote unquote always hiring, you're a piece of shit. You're like actually like a cancer on society, and you need to go fuck yourself. Like, go away forever. Get out of business. You should not be in charge of anything. They wanted the lazy lotto win mindset and expected it to work. I mean, it worked for a little while. It's really going to be a problem for people in the near future. So in 2025, so there was some changes made in the Canadian. Bear with me for a second. They made some changes where they said like you're only allowed to Airbnb property if you're living at it. So you can rent out rooms and stuff, but it can't be a whole other property that you're not there for, and you have to be like living in the country as well. So like you can't just be like. You can't just own a summer home and Airbnb it, right? Throughout the year. There's like, they added in some regulations. And particularly these regulations are hitting Toronto. Toronto has a very large population, a very high property value rate, and a very high renters rate. But that kind of spills out because there's a lot of business in Toronto that spills out into the surrounding area, right? And so that's like Ontario in a nutshell. One of the things that happened is with this change, it meant that there was a lot of people who got these mortgages thinking that they would be able to Airbnb and rent out these properties in Toronto that are super expensive that they got mortgages for, and they'd be able to not just make money but pay the mortgage with the renters, right? And the Airbnb people. But they're not allowed to do that now. So now in 2025, all of these mortgages are going to be coming to term, and they're going to have to figure out what they're going to want to do. So if they can't afford the mortgage, they're going to have to either remortgage it at a worse rate, and or they're going to have to sell those properties really fast and for less money. They're not going to be able to flip the properties. So that means the renter's rate is going to go down. The price of property is going to go down overall in Toronto, which is then going to ripple affect the rest of the surrounding area. So what you end up with is renting rates going down, or at least stabilizing and not increasing for the next year or two. So we'll see. We're going to see what that looks like in the next year. Wait, I have to fix a leak in an apartment I'm renting? Well, that and like a lot of these landlords would treat their tenants like awful, like really bad. And they'd be charging them extra for stuff. And like I'm sure there are people who are doing it right and not being problematic about it, but there are also people who were like scooping up properties and just were like, whatever, leave them empty. We don't care. And so that was also a really big problem. It also is like the conservative government in Ontario and in Parliament has been voting against updating and constructing new housing because they want to bring the cost. So the Liberal Party and the NDP Party want to bring the cost of housing down, and the way you bring the cost of housing down, or one of the ways, or one of the things you can affect besides regulations, is by having more product, right? So supply and demand. If there's more houses, then the overall sales go down because you have more houses than you need, as opposed to what we have now, which is a deficit of houses. right? So if there's not enough houses, then the houses that are available are more expensive, right? They want to build more. And the conservative government is like, no, fuck you. And so, like, that's... it's gonna be really bad if the conservatives in Canada win the next election. Like, really bad. So I guess we'll see what that looks like. $120, holy shit. Cream, soda, ice cream, bees. Cream, soda, ice cream, bees. Cream, soda. What is this one? Yep. Ice cream. I don't know which ice cream it was. Bees. Do, do, do. Oh, the neighbor dog is very upset about something. Oh no. Poor little guy. Oh, lag. The little lag spikes I'm getting are so weird. Wacky racers. Yeah, I'm here to hang out. I don't know why I always end up talking about something way more complicated than I really need to talk about. Like, a lot of this stuff I don't feel like you guys need me to explain. Hello, welcome. In Nova Scotia, they've been having the problem of kicking people out of apartments or just not fixing shit in the apartment and waiting for the person to leave so they can fix the apartment after they're gone and hike up the price, and everyone was doing it. They started making a bunch of... So they started unhousing people, yeah. The government here is having fun dealing with that. Well, you know. That sucks. That's really... That's a bunch of ass. That's like basically... Whoops, I didn't mean to boost that guy. That's a problem that needs, like... The way you fix that is with, like, tenant rights. Which is complicated and difficult and needs more government structure to do. The one thing that, like, I think people don't grasp is, like, how much of a bureaucratic, like, complex system the governments of the world actually are. Like, they're so incredibly complex. And, like, how much needs to be managed, like, it's actually insane. Like, it's actually insane. Like, it's... I mean, I understand how why people have a hard time grasping it is because it's insane. It's because, like, this is not something you would ever have to worry about. Like, I don't think it's something that any, like, it's not exactly something we're evolved for. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, it's really easy to say that, like, housing should be like a human right, but it's all, which is great and true and shouldn't be a hard thing to say. Like, everybody should have a place to live. Being allowed to live shouldn't be like a burden, but it's also really complicated to implement fixes to stuff like that. Like, it's really, really complicated. Like, it's really complicated. And, like, that's not an excuse. It's just, not only is it difficult to do on its face, but it's also, like, when there are opposing ways, like, even assuming that everybody is acting in good faith, right? If we assume that everybody and all the political parties are acting in good faith, which we know they're not, but let's say that they are for the sake of conversation, you're still going to have a very, very difficult time getting everybody to agree on the best way to move forward with something. Because you have to have aligning values and aligning principles, and the whole point of having different political parties is to have different values, right? And different... right? Like, that's the point. The point is for it to be different. Sorry, let me just get my settings real quick. Okay. The point is that you don't want to have everybody agreeing all the time, because you're going to go forward and you're going to make mistakes. Right? You're going to make mistakes because there are angles that you're not considering because you just don't know those things. Right? It's just not something you're considering because it's not part of your day-to-day, which is why you need an eclectic and a government that is made up of different types of people. So, like, for example, why it's generally a bad thing to have the entirety of Congress being a bunch of old white men that come from money. Like, that's not helpful. You need different people with different perspectives to even start to recognize what some of the problems are. Because then, like, even if those individuals, like those old white money men, have, like, best intentions at heart of, like, other individuals, you still have to talk to those other individuals, and you're still not going to have the same experience that they do, and without that experience, you're not really going to know, right? So you have to have multiple perspectives. One of the reasons why in a free government, people are allowed to address their local government, but getting people interested in local government is really fucking annoying and difficult because it's boring as fuck. But we also, like, one of the reasons why it's boring is because people don't know what's going on. Like, there's so much drama everywhere. You think that there isn't just as much, like, shady backwoods-ass fucking, like, drama that happens in, like, local government? Because it absolutely does. And it could be equally as entertaining, but to be equally as entertaining, you have to understand what's going on. And, like, we don't educate well enough in how it works and what's going on and who the players are, that, like, people get overwhelmed and find it boring. But, you know, whatever. And then there's this thing about, like, oh, our attention spans are getting shorter. It's like, no, not really. It's people are not willing to be as patient as they used to be once upon a time to judge whether or not something is valuable based on a shorter period of time, because they have less time, because there's shit being thrown at them 20 fucking 4/7. Oh, hello, bots. Goodbye, bot. Hey, you guys are done? Okay, cool. Wait, what's this? Hummus. What are you doing? Get out of here, dude. Alright, I'm ordering the extra stuff that I didn't order before because these guys were still moving. Egg. The store's not open, so I don't have to worry or rush because they're not gonna go and do anything. Go! I believe in you. Thank you, Renegade. I greatly appreciate your assistance. I need to stretch. Ugh, good God. I can tell that I haven't played this game in a while. We've been playing for an hour and I'm starting to get motion sick. Good God. Hello, welcome. Use me for one moment. Look at them go. You like a tour of Mert Mart? I haven't made any changes to the front of the store yet. We've got frozen at our checkout lines. We have a book section. We've got our soap. Down here you have our frozen aisle down the middle. Baking and cooking supplies. Except for ta-da! Maybe onto another topic or a side topic you mentioned. Have any idea who you want on the show with your caffeine corner? I'm not sure about that yet. I'm gonna be doing a series of videos that are... I was saying earlier, I don't think you were here for that. I was saying earlier that I'm looking to do a couple of videos that are just ostensibly explaining things that that people just misuse. Thank you! I need to repaint the walls because every time I expand the store, the paint goes away, so there's that. But right now we're just grinding out money, hanging out, talking about whatever. I've only got part of my floor done. Store level max. Hell yeah. Right now, we need to make money to get our next upgrades. So we need 40,000 for the next section of store, and we need 34,600 for the next product license. So we're just hanging out making money. Is there a reason this pasta just got, like, dropped? There we go. You're at level 33? That's cool. How many other product licenses do you have? Yes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's kind of going to take the place of Caffeine Corner for at least for a little while, and it's going to be video format, so it's going to be scripted. I've already set up my filming area. Yeah, believe it or not, while I've been, like, taking a break, I've been working the whole time. I've been working the entire time. I do not stop. Can't stop, won't stop. The Rock, no. So I have a filming area that I've set up with a green screen. So now I think I'm gonna start with philanthropy, and I'm gonna write the script for that. I'll probably start on that a little bit tonight. Or I'm gonna have to explain, like, the difference between charity philanthropy and turning charity into a business, which is what Mr. Beast is doing, by the way. For anybody who didn't know, that's what that is. Mr. Beast isn't doing charity. He's treating charity like it's business, and he's not philanthropic. Philanthropy is getting clout by doing impressive works that are of no monetary value to you, right? So what you gain is, like, the thing you gain isn't monetary. The thing you gain is clout. The thing you gain is notoriety and bragging rights to other rich people. So, like, opening a library. Dolly Parton is philanthropic, right? Now, the nature of the philanthropy could, like, in and of itself, make money to support itself. That's fine, right? That makes sense. But you can't be profiting off of it for it to be philanthropic. And Mr. Beast profits off of his stuff, and he uses it as marketing, which makes it not philanthropic by definition. So I know some people, when they think of philanthropic, they think of Tony Stark, like a rich philanthropist. But two things about that. First off, one of the things you have to understand is Tony Stark, at the time that he said that, was incredibly narcissistic as a character flaw that was part of his whole character arc. And he's talking about describing himself flippantly, but two, that Tony Stark actually did have philanthropic endeavors. So he had a Stark Institute, and that institute, so not Stark Industries, right? Stark Industries is one thing. Stark Institute was a learning center for anybody, where you could go and do experiments and research at any age, and had, like, open, like, libraries and testing equipment and stuff like that, so people could go and learn and experiment and invent on Tony Stark's dime. The other one that he did is, like, for example, like, his philanthropic nature is sort of demonstrated through Spider-Man. Like, he invests in Peter Parker, right? Like, and he doesn't get paid for that. There's no clout or money that he gets for that. He just gets, he just invests in Peter and makes him gear and helps him out, etc., etc. So that would be another example. So that's just not the case with somebody like Mr. Beast or somebody like Elon Musk, right? They're not philanthropic. They're just, in Mr. Beast's case, he actually profits off of the charity that he makes. So he's actually taken charity and he uses it as a business and as a marketing strategy for himself. He's not actually doing charity. He's doing business with the veneer and the paint of charity over top of it. And that, like, whether or not you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, or whether or not you think... I'm not here to tell you what you believe about that being a good thing or a bad thing, or whether that's, like, ethical. I think there are other ethical issues, but I think it's reasonable for you intelligent people... I'm just doing my video right now. Yes, you're right. I'm just doing the video right now. Son of a bitch! I should just clip this out of this. Just use that as my script. I've been thinking about it for, like, I've been thinking about it since yesterday. So that's, like, it's been going in my brain about how to kind of explain this in a way that is reasonable for people. Because I don't want to just throw definitions around. Because I also want to not necessarily work off of formal or informal definitions all the time. I think they're important. And I think they're important to point out, but I also think that we have to, like, describe these terms in a way that they're being used like the common usages. So that'll be like your, like a dictionary, but also like your urban dictionary, but also like colloquially how these terms are understood. And so like it's bad. It's bad. It's real bad. I'm not a fan. Where's my next Enrico? There he is. Coming for you. Have you guys seen anybody complaining about the checkout lines? I haven't seen the, like, oh, the checkout lines are full. I haven't seen that yet, so I think we're good. I have one more Enrico that needs boosting. Where is he? Where are you, bastard? There you are. Little fucker. Off he goes. Alright, there we go. What was I saying? But like, I think if you don't understand these terms, and it's not because like I want to talk down to people, and it's not that I think people are stupid, it's that I think people are stupid. Like, if you don't understand these terms, then it's very easy for a con man to take advantage of you, because you think that they're doing something, and they're telling you that they're doing something this way, and they're painting it that their snake oil looks really pretty. But because you don't recognize the terminology, and you don't recognize the rhetoric, and you don't recognize these things, you're getting scammed. And you just don't know that you're getting scammed. Like, Mr. Beast is a problem. He's bad for a lot of things. He's bad for economics. And it's not just like him, the person, right? I'm talking about like Mr. Beast, the brand, like the whole thing, the whole little system he has set up. He's a problem for like both economic, he's a symptom of a very big economic problem and like a healthcare crisis. He is a symptom of bad business management and bad business philosophy. He is really bad for like charities. Like, what he's done to charity is actually kind of fucking disgusting. And like, and the fact that he is using kids to do it is also super duper fucked up. Which is a whole FCC problem, and a problem with YouTube, and a problem with the internet that is like a whole other issue that I'm gonna probably get into when I do my I've been sitting on reacting and responding to Oompaville's conversation with Mr. Beast, because I wanted to I haven't watched it yet, and I was debating on if I wanted to watch it first and then react to it, or if I wanted to, like, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, or if I wanted to even look at it, because I was just like, oh, God. But I was also exhausted, so I wanted to wait. What did I just say? What the fuck did that just say? What the fuck? The fuck did you just say to me? Did we run out of something? Maybe. If we ran out of something, it was legitimately just on a matter of, like, timing. Because, like, my guys are zooming. Oh, no! It's this guy. He's stuck. Alright, what are you stuck on, bro? What do you got? Oh, hummus. That's fine. We'll go fix this real quick. There you go. He's good to go. I'll give him one extra boost since he wasted his time standing out there doing nothing. But yeah, I'll say it again, if you need someone to do some acting. Well, I don't need somebody to act. I need somebody who, like, if I'm gonna have somebody come on to do Caffeine Corner, what I'm looking for is somebody who, like, knows the concepts, but might have, like, a different perspective, or like, a different, area of examples to draw from. So, like, if I'm gonna draw from examples, I'm probably gonna draw from online examples, right? So I would like somebody who has, like, more real, like, IRL examples to draw from. Whether it be, like, business, or whether it be, like, a political affiliation, even educational. Because, like, the things, like, that I'm talking about are not just online problems, although online problems can kind of make them very prevalent. Or very easy, because it's a little bit more extreme and less behind closed doors. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh yeah, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I appreciate that. I totally misunderstood what you meant. Alright, is our boost out? Alright, finish up. Oh, we did almost run out of chocolate. Alright, well. Oh, two products not found. Sandwich bread, sugar, tea. Sandwich bread, sugar, tea. Sandwich bread, sugar. I'm gonna check the other one just in case. Sandwich bread, sugar, tea. Sandwich bread, sugar, tea. Was that everything? Was there only 3 or was there 4? Did I miss one? I might have missed one. Let me double check just in case. Oh, no, it was just 3. Okay, cool. We are good on that front. Alright, I'm gonna let these guys catch up for a uno momento where I just go and stretch for 1 moment. Please excuse me, I will be right back. What is even the point? You're right. Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm still pretty tired. I have not slept much in the last couple of weeks, actually. You guys still going? Good God. I want to let them get caught up because apparently we were missing products. Oh my God, it was clearly this. How did we do that? Alright, there's 4, right? I'm just gonna order those right now and let them get to that. Did I just not order that yesterday? Did I just fuck that up? Holy. You've been hibernating for the past 2 weeks, so you think you were evening out the workload? You're the one who's been stealing my sleep. How could you do this? How could this happen to me? Yeet! I'm just kidding, I'll do that. I'm not gonna be a dick. Did we just crazy sell out of this fucking toilet paper or something? Like, what the hell? Wacky. No, it's not the change of season. I was just like... if I overwork, I just kind of stop sleeping. So it's just overdoing it a little bit. And I got sick. I just been having a heck of a time. Don't mind me. It comes and goes in cycles. Oh, the neighbor dog's upset again. Poor little guy. That neighbor dog is actually really cute. She's adorable. Oh, whoa. Oh, I ordered it. I was like, whoops. I meant to go back, not... Oopsie. That's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, is that Mania? Is Mania awake? Oh, no. Oh, wait, hold on. I ordered 2 of this and I don't need 2 of it. I have it over here. I forgot. Oh, God. I have made a mistake. That's okay. You're right there, bud. They're just hanging out in the stock room having an existential crisis. We've all been there. Sounds like Mania's awake. A wild Mania appeared. You are all- I just glanced over at my Discord. You are all correct. It is- yes. C. Alright. I'm gonna take the tag off of this before they fuck it up. Oh. Alright, well, enjoy getting boosted, bro. You're gonna message you 4 times in quick succession. Go for it. You gotta do it when nobody expects it. Man, I even waited for these guys to catch up. Good God. I've got 2 extra boxes of green beans. Ah. I'll fix it. Don't worry. It's fine. I was thinking about streaming some TFT recently because I've like really enjoyed that, but I don't know. Sir, excuse you. One of these only has like 2 in it, And so that's why I'm putting it on the floor, so it'll be the first one they grab. Gaming the system, I believe. I'm gonna put this one like back here so they can't get it. Come on. There we go. They'll still be able to reach it, but I think they'll be less likely to grab it. Alright, what are you stuck on? Beer. Okay. Alright, now the unfilled ones. Then they're just less likely to get stuck. There we go. Ta-da! God, I turned the music down. It's still loud as fuck. There we go. A little bit better. Man, I don't know. Some of the music balance in this game needs to be a little bit adjusted a little bit because it's like really loud at some spot. Oh, hello. Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm a little tired. But that's normal. I don't want to come on here and complain that I'm fucking tired. Like, yeah. I hope you guys liked the new debate hub layout, though. I made a bunch of them. I made one for 3 guests, for 4 guests, for 2, just 1 guest. The one you saw was for 2. I readjusted the philosophy show layout, so that's gonna have some stuff to it. I want to make a couple more changes, but I think it should be pretty good. The music's really quiet on your end? Oh, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just coming out of my speakers loud. Hold on, let me turn it up a little bit for you guys, and maybe I just turn it down for me. God. There we go. I just turned it down for me. It was just loud and obnoxious. Like, a little bit obnoxious. Like, I like the music in this game. Sometimes just not in the mood. You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't boost a guy. I am a fool. Let's just do one more. Get back here. Yeah. Motherfucker, I will chase you to the ends of the earth. There we go. What do you want to debate about? I know FTFE is coming back next year to talk about nuclear functions and like nuclear waste in like and its functionality and what to do with it and like stuff like that. I'm gonna be coming on with Jordan from Reason to Doubt. Hey, if you want to debate him, I'm more than happy to host. I am more than happy to host. I guess I should keep an eye out and make sure one of my, like, items doesn't get, like, fucking rocked. I don't know why that happened. There's no way I just left that shelf wholly empty in the back room. I don't know, that was crazy, though. Oh, there's a checkout circle. should do it. I need to go pay the bills. I mean, that's true. Shit does happen. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Mert Mart, where you shop smart. Store opens at 4 p.m. The checkouts are not full. This guy literally just checked somebody out. See? They're not. You're fine. Oh my god. Alright. Do that. See how it goes. Okay, it's after 9. Let's boost our boys. More. Oop. I kind of wish there was a way to do this where I didn't have to chase them around. I mean, it's kind of fun, but it's also like... My store is so busy. Look at that. I am max level, yes. I am max level. I am currently, right now, grinding out money because I need $36,000 for the next license. And I need $40,000 for the next store expansion. Hey, Athens? You got off work? Your feet are killing you? Yeah, I don't doubt that. Get yourself one of those feet bath massager thingies. My arm is doing better, thank you for asking. Puck has a, my dog, for anybody new, who is a old man German Shepherd, try hard. I just like the game! But also, yes, I absolutely am trying hard. 100%. You're 100% correct. Yeah, I run out of honey. My stock room is also stocked to the tits. No, we're good on honey. We also got honey on this side. We're good to go. Puck has a vet visit on Friday. Every 2 months, for the foreseeable future, he is getting his blood work done. Because he's an old man. So he's getting his, like, kidneys and liver checked every 2 months to make sure that his diet is going well and he's staying in good health. He was really energetic today and yesterday. He's been pent up, though, because it's been raining out and he hates the rain. So he's, like, complaining at me that he wants to run around. And then I open the door for him and he's like, I'm not going out there. What do you want from me, dude? I got nothing. You're a tryhard. Didn't just tell us you work so hard that you can't sleep. That totally didn't happen. No. I work hard regardless, based on my own principles. Me working hard has nothing to do with whether or not I'm able to sleep or not. I'm not able to sleep because I suck. My body hates me. It's not because I'm staying up too late working. But even when I'm taking breaks from work, I'm usually doing, like, background stuff and, like, editing and, like, pre-production, like layouts and scheduling and yada 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 yada. The huge, you know what I mean. But I don't like stay up on vMix super late. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's also true. You're not wrong. Potato. dates. 420. 420 on the potatoes just seems appropriate to me. Something about that seems very appropriate to me. Goodness gracious. Being sent into the ethereal back rooms of cardboard. Alright. Order up, motherfuckers. Don't buy green beans. We don't need green beans. I bought too many. Look at my stock room, isn't it great? I only need one. 4 red. I am mid-maxing the hell, like I am maximizing my space efficiency like a crazy person. I am all over it. Did I order this side? No, I didn't. There. Okay. Bonk! Chesh is the problem. I am the problem. Chesh goes into overdrive when she's in the zone. Overclocking that's 62 IQ? Listen, just because you're not wrong doesn't mean you need to say it out loud, alright? Like, you don't need to come at me like that. Actually, that's one of the things I do with, like, League of Legends and TFT. I use them as, like, a way to, like, relax, I guess. Because I just zone into that game, and then once that round of that game is over, I don't have to think about it again. Right? Unless I'm, like, talking about it or wanting to learn from that game, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a professional player by any means, so I just kind of play them, futz around, and then I still want to play well, and I, like, spend time considering, like, okay, what's the win condition, what's this, what's that, but because I know enough about the game to do so. So it's the same with this game. I'm not really thinking, well, that's not true. Because I'm live and I'm talking to you guys, I'm actually thinking about a lot of shit, so... you know, whatever. I've also noticed that I've been clenching my jaw recently, so hopefully I've got that fixed. Like, while I've been sleeping. Like, just subconsciously, which is no bueno. Why? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But this'll be... guys, please. I really do wish I could set these guys up to doing stock or something else. That would be nice. Soap. Yeah, get that looked at. That's not a big deal. That's a pretty normal thing that your body does when you're falling asleep. Your body, that's basically just your body being like, are we still alive? Which, so it's pretty normal, but like if it's keeping you awake too much, then that's no good, right? So yeah, it's definitely worth getting checked out. You're getting your paint today? That's exciting. Come on, you guys. I feel like I need another Enrico. This is horrible. Like, what am I gonna do when the store gets even bigger? Like, what's gonna happen to me? Oh, God. You're falling asleep and that one cringe memory pops up. No, that doesn't happen to me because I don't care. I aggressively don't give a shit enough that that usually isn't a thing for me. Whoa, hello. Excuse you. Could you guys get on this? Alright, they're on this. What? The green beans! Son of a bitch! He's gonna put that away. Then I'm gonna take that one out because it's only gonna have like one in it. Yeah. Oh no, it's got a few. That's okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I can't get through the door anymore. Well, that's fine. You guys are still coming out here? Are you not done? Good God. Sometimes Puck wakes me up because he sleeps in the bed and he'll be going for like a heckin' zoom in his sleep. And then he kicks me a bunch. And keep his toes trimmed so he doesn't like scratch me. If you ever needed an incentive. Are you guys done? Chimkin. Oh, what should I take out for dinner? I didn't take anything out. Ah, I'm a fool. I'm gonna check out. I got some chicken wing type things. Boom. Milk. Yeet. Yeet. Go get it. You alright there? You good? You good, bud? Just being a pain in the ass, don't mind me. Alright. Order the last of whatever we need here. This. That's a full one of the Choco pick. don't buy green beans. Don't do it. It's a trap. It's a tarp. But yeah, you should, if something's feeling off, you should always go get yourself checked out. I say, unironically, as I literally never take my own advice. Do as I say, not as I do. That's one thing I should probably talk about too. That should be another video. Hypocrisy, because people get that shit wrong all the time too. Hypocrisy isn't about whether or not I don't do the thing I'm telling you you should do. Hypocrisy is about whether or not I do that, but also say that I don't have to. Right? So, for example, I think one of the best examples of this is people who smoke. So if somebody's a smoker and they say you shouldn't smoke, they're only a hypocrite if they still think it's okay for them to be smoking. Right? If they're like, I smoke and it's bad for me, and they say you shouldn't smoke, they're not being a hypocrite. They're giving you advice on a problem that they are struggling with. Right? Or a habit that they don't feel like they're able to break for whatever reason. Which may or may not be true. Whereas, like, Chesh is a nightmare manager who's just standing there being like, how come you're not done? So fine, I'll do it myself, and then acts like they're a great person for helping you after yelling at you. Yes. Correct. But if somebody's smoking and they say don't smoke, and you say but you're smoking, and they say yeah, but I'm allowed to, then that's hypocritical, right? The only time I think that that's not hypocritical is, like, I think there's a little bit of gray area if they're just like, yeah, but I'm 90 years old and I've been smoking my entire life and I'm not gonna stop tomorrow, so I'm allowed. Like, I might, because then they're not like, oh, but I'm allowed to because it's good for me. They're just like, I'm allowed to because I don't care, and I've been smoking for 80 years. I've been smoking since I was 10 years old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, I think that's a little bit less hypocritical and more just like, I'm old and I don't care. But that's only like it's such a short explanation, but I feel like if I throw up a little bit of graphics and I mean vomit them. I mean literally vomit them on the screen. Bleh. That's what I should do. I should just be like, I should open my mouth and go bleh in the green screen and then like edit out like a screenshot of a definition coming out of my mouth. Bleh. But anyway, like, if you read out, like, the technical definitions, and then just be like, okay, so this is what a hypocrite is. Here's an example of what is and is not hypocrisy. And just do what I just did, which is, like, 2 minutes. I guess I could make some of these, like, YouTube shorts. You know what I mean? So they're just, like, a minute long. And it's just like, hi. This is what a hypocrite is. I need a chalkboard. I finally got a big, paper, calendar that I've got hanging on my wall now, which is already, like, worth its weight in gold for me. Because I'm already scheduling shows out to February right now. Like, I'm already done scheduling for January. So I have, already have to start going into February. Which is probably, February is probably when I'm gonna have, FTFE and Jordan on. Jordan's coming on for something else, but FTFE and Jordan are going to come on for the nuclear stuff that I mentioned. I got She's Bonky coming on, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited for that. I'm trying not to, like, rush too much about scheduling too far into the future, because that can get burdensome and very difficult if you're just like, I need to schedule somebody for March and then they cancel in March, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's good to go ahead, as far ahead as you can, especially if you got people that you're familiar with. So like I'm not worried about FTFE and Jordan because like I know them and I talk to them on a semi-regular basis. So I'm not too worried about like if they have to cancel or move on me, they'll let me know. And I don't have to be worried about that. But if it's somebody I don't know very well that I'm bringing on, then I need to be a little bit more on point with it. I'm hoping I get to do that time of the month again in the new year. I know them? Yeah, go figure, right? I know. I can get Erica and Dad already agreed, but I know Erica's really busy, so I'm just with her a little bit. She's on Blue Sky now, so I'm loving Blue Sky. One of the things I'm is finally some of the official accounts are moving. Given, yeah. Gotten any better. Fucking what pop up on my feed recently? Unrelated note. I saw it show up on my YouTube feed and I was just like, is this channel still absolute garbage? Does anybody here watching now check out the line every long time? I don't know if it's any good. I like fine, but I don't care about that. 8-hour show. Well, I would assume thing would be fantastic. But I'm liar to me. Is Jimmy Snow's call-in the one where Jimmy Snow and Matt Dillahunty, they just had like a bunch of different call circulating. So it was the atheist experience. He has an 8+ hour stream. Yeah. Dilly. Yeah. Yeah, that. Into the checkout problem that I was running into last time. Pretty decent profits. We're halfway to our goal. Good. And I'm like also less time. Like I could take more time and make stocking the shelves differently myself. Stuff like are full. Up. I don't really want to because I feel like the store in the last hour, you can wait. I don't give a shit. Dillaconti. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the line overall, but I don't know. I doubt it, but I haven't checked. I like Erica and Forrest. I don't know what they're doing on that kind of show with those kind of whatever. I'm not gonna hold that against people that are kind of shitty to get work and reach an audience, right? Like I'm not gonna person where I'm like gonna be a super judgy bitch about it. You know what I mean? But whatever, right? You know what I mean? Treat them poorly because I don't like that's not reasonable. Why would I do that? Yes, I know. Jesse talked to me about that. They had their big chair, which that was pretty fucking awesome. That was something that Jesse and Forrest and D&D people did. What do they call it? Initiative. It was really cool. I mean, it's also possible, like, people don't know or don't care about, like, the people's really problematic behaviors. I don't need to go and chase them around and tell them what to do. Problem for them, they're adults. I'm sure they'll be able to handle it. And if it ends up not being a problem for them, great. Right? Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah, like, yeah, of course. Part of it is that each person who's on there regularly, and a bunch of others are getting paid. Yeah. Oh, of course. I know that. That came with was that he was really upset with him because he was like trying to guilt trip his audience into paying him to do content interested in because he was changing his show channel, the Dear Mr. Atheist channel, because he started doing more politics stuff. Because of course you have if you change your niche, it's totally normal, and you just you grow as to be expected. Absolutely normal. Said about it, and he was also in some drama with oh, what's her name? Rachel O. And was sticking up for Gabby Hanna. At the time was engaging in rape apologetics. It caused a lot of problems, and the way he handled that was terrible. So like I don't know if the line is still like this. I'm very, very self-righteous and very like moral, but they were hypocrites about it. Like it only their own group, which is something that I was critical about, and because which is, you know, normal to be expected when you're dealing with especially men with like overinflated egos. Well, no, go watch them. I'm not going to tell you not to watch them. The content, then enjoy the content. I'm not going to tell you not to. I just don't like I personally don't like when you've got people on who don't or relegate, or what's the word I'm looking for? And then there was like a whole bunch of stuff that where he was like using his fan base as a dating pool. Why that's a problem, right? Like that's hugely problematic. And a lot of that, and like none of the people who were on the line ever talked about it. They all just like I don't know about who's there now. Again, it's been a couple of years, so it's possible that these people don't know or haven't like invested in finding out about it, which is, you know, reasonable because there's a lot of bullshit drama and people lie about stuff. So not whatever, right? Like is fine. Like I understand. Hunty also has like some questionable relationship between his first wife over on is it his first wife? In the back in the days. And then the other who he was dating, that there was some really there were some red flags. A lot of people spoke out about how abusive on the atheist experience. And to employees and to volunteers and stuff like that. So, like, a fan. And again, nobody who was working on the line at that time. So, like, I'm a little bit more, like, people who were working there, like, working on that channel, never said anything or addressed it. But or Erica, or Jesse for that matter, were there at. So I, like, if they've, whether or not they've done their research to find out about for them in the long term or the short term or whatever, I'm not going to tell them what to do. I don't know. Them to be like, oh my god, don't work with this person. You know what I mean? Okay, the boosts are done. We're going to finish the day. 120. Let's go. Attitude towards callers also take that stretch. Yeah, I think it was essentially that he became his gimmick. He started getting back, and he stopped separating out from, like, who the online, and he just became that asshole. So he was like that with everything. Saying over on Debate Hub the other day, or last, saying that, like, the problem, start getting this idea in your head that any about an issue that you might not agree on, and that's a bad pitfall to fall into. Well, some of the people who are on the atheist experience, like Matt, everything on some fucking high ground when wrong about things, or like everybody like they were some fucking idiot lie. Also not necessarily a very fair thing. I think there's a place for it. It's, again, tact. It takes tact. Anyway, we've been live for 2 hours. I'm gonna go pay the bills so I don't forget. And I will hopefully be back tomorrow with another bit of Mert Mart. I'm trying not to overdo it today, so I don't end up ending myself. But we're just gonna let them stock the shelves, and we're gonna get out of here. So thanks for joining me. I will make sure Puck gets a boop. But thank you for shopping at Mert Mart. Store opens at 4 p.m. and I'll see you guys in the checkout line. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.